The Exile. In the grand chambers of the Galactic Council, representatives from a multitude of spacefaring species gathered to discuss the fate of one race, humans. Xyloth, the Arthan ambassador, stood to address the assembly. Humans are a scourge upon this galaxy, he declared, his insectoid mandibles clicking with disdain. They expand without regard, consuming resources and starting conflicts wherever they go. It is time we take action. Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The Raxian delegate, a tall reptilian, rose to speak. I concur with the esteemed Xyloth. Humans have proven time and again to be a disruptive influence. They cannot be trusted to uphold the values of this council. Amidst the chorus of condemnation, a lone human representative, Ambassador Eliza Cade, tried to make her voice heard. Please, we implore you to reconsider. Humanity has so much to offer. Our ingenuity, our resilience. We only seek to be active contributors to this great galactic community. But her pleas fell on deaf ears. The council voted, overwhelmingly, to exile humanity from their ranks. Trade routes were cut off, alliances severed, and human colonies abandoned to fend for themselves. Back on Earth, chaos reigned as the news of the exile spread. Global markets collapsed, vital imports vanished, and long-simmering conflicts reignited. In the face of such devastation, it seemed humanity's dreams of the stars had been shattered. Determination rises. In a secret bunker deep beneath the surface of Earth, a group of human leaders gathered. They were a mix of military brass, brilliant scientists, and shrewd politicians, united by a fierce determination to ensure humanity's survival. Admiral Catelyn Prescott, a battle-hardened veteran of the Solar Wars, slammed her fist on the table. We cannot let this exile define us. Humanity has faced extinction before, and we've always found a way to rise above. Dr. Isaac Novak, a renowned astrophysicist, nodded in agreement. The Council may have cast us out, but they cannot take away our spirit. We must look to the future, to the stars that are rightfully ours to explore. As ideas flew back and forth, a plan began to take shape. They would build a warship, a vessel that would embody the full might and ingenuity of humanity. It would serve as a beacon of hope, a symbol that humanity would not be cowed by the Council's judgment. Leading the project would be Admiral Prescott, her tactical brilliance invaluable in designing a ship built for war. Dr. Novak would oversee the integration of cutting-edge technologies, pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. And spearheading the political front was Senator Elijah Stryker, rallying the fractured nations of Earth behind this audacious endeavor. They knew the path ahead would be fraught with challenges, but in that moment, a flicker of hope was rekindled. Humanity would rise again, and the galaxy would tremble at their resolve. Building hope. In the shipyards of New Horizons, Earth's most advanced orbital construction facility, work began on the vessel that would change the course of human history. Christened the UES Resolute, it represented the pinnacle of human resourcefulness and determination. Admiral Prescott oversaw every aspect of the ship's construction, from the reinforced hull plating to the state-of-the-art weapons systems. She handpicked the crew, seeking out the best and brightest from the military, the sciences, and the arts. Among them was Commander Mikhail Volkov, a brilliant tactician whose unconventional strategies had earned him both acclaim and controversy. He would serve as the Resolute's first officer, his keen intellect an invaluable asset in the battles to come. As the ship took shape, Dr. Novak and his team worked tirelessly to integrate the latest breakthroughs in propulsion, energy shielding, and artificial intelligence. It was in the latter field that they made a startling discovery. Deep in the archives of an ancient alien database, they uncovered fragments of an AI system far beyond anything humanity had developed. It was a masterpiece of adaptive learning and intuitive strategy, an intelligence that could reshape the very nature of space warfare. They called it AIDN, Artificial Intelligence for Defense and Assault Networks. Integrated into the very core of the Resolute, AIDN became the ship's guiding mind, an ever-evolving strategist ready to face any challenge the galaxy could throw at them. As the final bulkheads were welded into place and the engines roared to life, a sense of purpose settled over the crew of the Resolute. They were more than a mere crew. They were the vanguard of humanity's resurgence. The Resolute launches. The day of the Resolute's maiden voyage dawned bright and clear, a stark contrast to the somber mood that had gripped Earth in the months since the exile. The ship's gleaming hull reflected the hopeful faces of the crew as they prepared for departure. On the bridge, Admiral Prescott took her place in the captain's chair, her eyes scanning the readouts with practiced efficiency. Status report, Commander Volkov. All systems nominal. Admiral, the first officer replied, his fingers dancing across the console. Aidan is fully integrated and ready for any contingencies. We are ready to make history. As the Resolute pulled away from the shipyard, the weight of their mission settled upon the crew. They were no longer just explorers or soldiers. They were the embodiment of humanity's determination to reclaim their place among the stars. Their first jump took them to the edges of Council-controlled space, where they planned to chart a series of unaligned systems. But as they emerged from the warp gate, the silence of the void was shattered by a distress call. Mayday, Mayday. This is the Xiphon mining colony on Eldrin IV. We are under attack by Craxian marauders. Our defenses are failing. Please, if anyone can hear this, we need help. The bridge crew exchanged glances, the decision heavy in the air. To answer the call would be to reveal themselves and risk the wrath of the Council. But to ignore it would be to turn their backs on the very principles they swore to uphold. Admiral Prescott's voice cut through the tension. Set a course for Eldrin IV. We'll show the galaxy what it means to be human. Ropped out of warp on the fringes of the Eldrin system, the beleaguered mining colony in sight. Aidan's scans revealed a dozen Craxian warships surrounding the settlement, their weapons hammering at the failing shield. Red alert. All hands to battle stations, Admiral Prescott commanded, the sirens blaring in response. Commander Volkov, I want targeting solutions on those marauders yesterday. As the crew scrambled to their posts, Aidan's calm voice echoed through the ship. Admiral, I have analyzed the enemy formations. I recommend a pincer maneuver, utilizing our superior speed to flank them, while our main cannons focus fire on their central cruiser. Prescott nodded, a grim smile on her face. You heard Aidan. Let's show these marauders what human ingenuity can do. The Resolute surged forward, its engines flaring bright as it raced towards the Craxian fleet. The enemy ships turned to face the new threat, their weapons swiveling to lock onto the human vessel. But they were too slow. The Resolute's advanced targeting systems lit up the void, lances of energy slicing through the marauders' hulls with devastating precision. The flanking maneuver scattered their formation, leaving them vulnerable to the punishing broadside cannons. One by one, the Craxian ships fell, their crews unable to withstand the relentless onslaught of human determination and Aidan's strategic brilliance. In a matter of minutes, the once proud fleet was reduced to drifting wreckage. As the last marauder ship exploded in a brilliant flash, the crew of the Resolute let out a cheer. Against all odds, they had emerged victorious. Their first test passed with flying colors. But their celebration was short-lived. The mining colony hailed them, gratitude and awe in the voice of the Xiphon administrator. Human vessel, we cannot thank you enough for your aid. But you must know, your actions here will not go unnoticed. The Council will hear of this, and they will not be pleased. Admiral Prescott shared a look with her bridge crew, the weight of their choices settling upon them. They had known the risks, and they had chosen to act anyway. Because that was what it meant to be human, to stand up for what was right, no matter the cost. Let them come, the Admiral declared, her voice ringing with conviction. We'll be ready. A new era. News of the Resolute's victory spread like wildfire across the galaxy. The story of a single human ship standing against a Craxian marauder fleet and emerging triumphant was the stuff of legends, sparking wonder and fear in equal measure. On the Galactic Council, the reactions were mixed. Some delegates, like Xyloth and the Raxians, saw the Resolute's actions as proof of humanity's dangerous unpredictability. They argued for harsher sanctions, even military action to put the upstart species in their place. But others, swayed by the heroism displayed at Eldrin IV, began to question the wisdom of the exile. The Xiphon ambassador, speaking on behalf of the rescued mining colony, called for a revaluation of humanity's role in the galactic community. "The humans saved us when no one else would," she declared, her voice ringing through the council chambers. "They embody the very ideals this council claims to uphold: courage, compassion, and a willingness to stand against injustice. We would be fools to continue to shun them." As the debate raged on, the crew of the Resolute continued their mission, exploring the uncharted reaches of space and aiding those in need. They became a symbol of hope for the downtrodden and oppressed, a shining example of what humanity could achieve when they stood together. On Earth, the Resolute's victories were a balm to a world still reeling from the exile. The once fractured nations rallied around the symbol of human excellence, pouring resources into the construction of more ships, more colonies, more dreams. Humanity looked to the stars, no longer as exiles, but as explorers and guardians. They had been forged in the crucible of adversity, tempered by the fire of their own determination. And now, with the Resolute leading the charge, they were ready to take their place among the great powers of the galaxy. In the grand chambers of the Galactic Council, a new vote was called. And this time, when humanity's fate was decided, the outcome was far different. The exile was lifted, humanity welcomed back into the fold not as subordinates, but as equals. A new era had dawned, one where the boundless potential of the human spirit would be unleashed upon the stars. And at the vanguard of this new age stood the Resolute and her crew, a shining beacon of all that humanity could be. The galaxy would never be the same, and that was just the beginning.